Spratley of Oklahoma State from Eufaula, Oklahoma, 12-1, and number 11. Vince Robinson, the Chicago product, a redshirt freshman. And he is for, of course, the Wolfpack, and he is out of Chicago, so this should be a dandy. Robinson comes in a 7-3. And if you're wondering, no, this is not 2 o'clock on Sunday. It's 7 o'clock on Monday evening Central Time.
Exactly.
The match was postponed as the Wolfpack had travel problems.
Yeah. Yep. Talking to Coach Papalizio before the duel, right? We were talking about where was it at, and it was coming out of Atlanta, where they could not get in.
Got out of Raleigh easily, but the storm that came through Oklahoma went on through Atlanta. A lot of flights delayed. They couldn't get all 25 people on another flight at the same time, so that's the reason for the delay. So no score here early. Opening matchup. Again, both teams 7-0 on the season.
One of the things I had a chance to watch some film on Robinson early on, he's got 3 ranked wins so far, won the Journeyman Classic earlier in the season, had the injury default out of the CKLV, but extremely athletic. I remember him when he was little, wrestling at these Tulsa kickoffs and Tulsa Nationals and different things like that. So, this is going to be a great test for him, and obviously still another great test for Spratley coming out wrestling another ranked opponent. And one thing I will say Robinson does, I seen him in that Journeyman, he hit one nasty wrist snatch for a takedown there. So I'm pretty sure Spratley's just going to try to stay on him, stay in his face, and let's see what happens here at 125 pounds.
Spratley had one shot from far out, barely got the leg, so no problem there for Robinson. Good crowd on hand again tonight. Finally, classes back underway for the new semester.
Yep.
So we got a bigger student crowd tonight.
There's it.
A lot of good quickness there by Robinson.
Yep, we've seen that little misdirection from Robinson. That's twice he's done that. Spratley was able to do a good job of reacting. Spratley's definitely right now controlling the hand fight. This is twice Robinson's kind of been on the edge, but I mean, still they're throwing things out there.
Spratley's been heavy on the head, and there's a little shot by Robinson. A good one. Yeah, on the left leg of Spratley.
What Robinson tried that little dump there. Spratley was able to get that key lock shin wizard there. Nope, nothing yet.
Yeah.
There's the.
Yeah. And he got the 3. It did Robinson. He takes the 3-0 lead.
That was the right call. Good little dump there from Robinson right on the edge. Spratley did a good job of defending there early. Robinson did a better job of getting him back to his feet to where he could go secure that on the other ankle and get that 3-point takedown.
I thought Robinson signaled optional start, but he did not. So he's on top, 50 seconds left in the first. Spratley, 4-point stance, 3-point now. Trying to peel the waist hand free, and does. He's out of there quickly to make it 3-1. Robinson strikes first with a nice takedown.
Spratley really hadn't got a good chance to get to Robinson. Robinson's doing a good job of kind of keeping space. Hit a couple of feints in there.
Spratley a couple of times working heavy on the head, trying to maybe a snap down since he's having trouble getting to the legs with the quickness of Robinson. And that'll end the first period. 3-1 Robinson with the takedown.
Yep. And one thing Coach Papalizio was telling us about Robinson is how much of a competitor he is, right? Obviously, they had Jacob Camacho, which was the original starter at 125 pounds, but Robinson has really come on and kind of taken over that spot. They were also using Gill at 125 as well, but Robinson's kind of been the main guy. Obviously, I shouldn't say that. Gill's been wrestling as well, but this is Robinson's time to shine out here tonight.
Well, he's done well, as you said, and Spratley almost out, but Robinson grabs the leg. Spratley a roll. Good reaction by Robinson to stay behind him just when Spratley was almost loose.
It was a good job. Robinson got a regrip on that ankle, kept trying to drive him out of bounds there. 29 seconds of ride time for Robinson right now. 3-1 lead, minute 43 left here in this second period.
So Robinson's got the edge here so far with that first period takedown. Hanging onto that leg, and Spratley now kicks away and make it 3-2. 39 seconds riding time on the board for Vince Robinson. So Spratley obviously needs to pick up the pace now and see what he can do to get on the board offensively. Robinson's record actually 13-1. I think I said 7-3 earlier, and I was glancing down at something different. At Gill's record, not Robinson. So he's 13-1. Both these guys only have one loss of the season.
Robinson using a little bit of that length in there to kind of block Spratley off. 55 seconds left here in the second period.
Still 3-2 on the board. And Robinson with the choice to come in the third.
There's that misdirection again, Jay. That's the third time. He hasn't gotten to it yet. Spratley's done a good job of getting those feet back. See if he goes back to that dump from here. Watch this wrist snap. See if Robinson can go to that wrist snap. No stall calls. A lot of action's been going on in the middle of the mat. One takedown so far.
24 seconds left in the second. Big for either man to score here.
Yep.
15 seconds, 13 now. So Spratley a leg shot. He does get to it. Robinson scrambling. Only 6 seconds left. Spratley's going to have to go hard to get the takedown. Not going to happen. Still 3-2 after 2 as Robinson dodges the book.
Robinson knew exactly where he was at, though. As soon as Spratley was in on his leg, when Robinson kind of went down to his hip, he took a quick glance over at the clock, realized there's 6 seconds. Let me get to a spot where I can get a stalemate and or run the timeout, being there was short time there.
So 3-2 on the board, 39 seconds riding time for Robinson. A little bit of that at least will go away. Let's see Spratley's strategy here. The spiral ride there early. I'm guessing Spratley might try to keep him down, but he can't. Robinson spins out of there with a nice little switch and goes up 4-2.
Really good job by Robinson sealing off there. I think it was with that right arm.
Spratley, a little snap move. Nothing there. Goes over the head to the edge, and he's in on Robinson again. Gets to the leg. Robinson fighting it.
Good hips by Robinson. Good hips. Look at those hips. Yes, very, very good hips there. Spratley getting big with that back. Let's go scramble here. We're scrambling now, Jay.
Still no takedown yet. Spratley still working on it. Robinson hanging onto that leg. Could get a stalemate out of this. Spratley reaches over, trying to clear that right foot. 50 seconds to go.
He's not going to get 3 there because Robinson still has that foot. Spratley's trying to get that. That's close right there. It's coming. He's got to stay over that foot.
Not yet, not yet. And here comes Robinson out the back.
Looking for danger. There it is.
Robinson scrambles out of it and gets the 3. What a great scramble by Robinson. 7-2 on the board now.
This is what Coach Populizio was talking about, just the competitor of Robinson in this position.
So 7-2 with only 16 seconds left.
Heck of a scramble.
Number 11, Vince Robinson, on verge of pulling a nice upset for him and to help him move up in the rankings.
Yep.
7-3 with 16 seconds remaining.
Robinson's done a really good job this match.
Playing it coy as Robinson. Spratley tries a shot, but of course he was trying a little throw, but in desperation. But that'll do it.
Good job.
7-2. Vince Robinson, the winner.
Good job by Robinson there. From the first whistle to the last whistle, we got that early takedown in the first. Controlled it, no stall calls. Here's that takedown by Robinson. I think this might have been that scramble situation we were talking about. Spratley was extremely close, but Robinson kept grabbing that ankle, and once he rolled through here, put Spratley in a dangerous situation, and you see the official counting that danger. Spratley knew he had to bail out and gave up that last takedown.
And Spratley never could clear that foot. Okay, 133-pounders. And we're back in Gallagher Arena in North Carolina State. has taken a 3-0 lead in this duel with the upset by Vince Robinson, ranked 11th over number 2, Sprightly of Oklahoma State. Coming up next, another interesting matchup. 7th-ranked Kai Orini for the Wolfpack, redshirt senior. He's 10-2, and he's going against Cale Hughes, a Stillwater, Oklahoma product, who is filling in, if you will, right now for Reese Whitcraft. Hughes and Whitcraft have been battling for this position. Whitcraft dealing with a little bit of injury right now, so Hughes getting out there. This is going to be interesting because of the weights these guys have been at.
Right. Orini started at 141 earlier on this season, back down to 133 pounds. We were asking Coach Papalizio about that, and he was like, just the difference, right, between 31 and 41. He was probably getting outmanned a little bit in some of those 141-pound matches, and kind of took it upon himself to make that cut down to 133.
Oh, Hughes a good shot. Orini still fighting it right now. No takedown yet.
Good job by Orini. Nice shot by Hughes there. Good job by Orini scrambling out of there.
Threw in that whizzer and got to his feet. Hughes moves in again, now with a good body lock. Don't know if he's going to throw from there, but they're off. No score. Now Hughes is a guy who originally people thought would be the 133-pound starter, but he's pretty big for the weight. Everybody knew that, so he's worked hard to get his weight under control, get it done the right way.
And another thing about Orini, he is a 2-time All-American at 133 pounds. So he's back down to his normal weight, and seeing how that works for him.
As you said, Coach Papalizio mentioned he was giving up a lot of leverage at 41. He said that was the problem he was having, was with the leverage, so he thought he'd get back down here where he's been very successful.
Yep.
And, Hughes for another shot, but Orini jumps away just in time. Hughes, by the way, 6-0. Wrestled mostly open tournaments.
That was a beautiful pass by Hughes. Nice recovery by Orini there. Let's see if he's got a front headlock roll here. A little cement mixer kind of. Yep. You see it. He's trying to lock that up.
Tried to drop to the leg off that change of levels on Hughes, but Hughes was ready for it.
Hughes did a good job of fighting hands there. And that's exactly what Orini was going for, a potential mixer there in that position.
So again, 45 seconds left in this period. No score, but very active.
Very
2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Very active. Obviously, Hughes has been the one that's had 2 significant shots. Well, I say 1 shot, 1 pass by, a couple attempts to score, but, you know, at Orini's, he's a wily vet, right? You know, he's a senior. He's a 2-time All-American. He's been in these battles.
And he gets a shot in. Whizzer thrown in by Hughes.
And this is key right here, Jay. There's 15 seconds left. This is Orini's first attempt at a takedown.
Hughes still fighting it. Right side of the
ring.
Nice. Pops out of there, this Hughes. 8 seconds to go. So each man has dodged a potential takedown in the first, and we'll go to the second right now. No score.
Yep. No score, but a lot of action there. Good job by both guys squaring out and getting out of, you know, dangerous positions.
Orini, I failed to mention, he's from Imperial, Missouri. And we mentioned he is a redshirt senior. A lot of experience out there. Hughes, of course, this was first year actually competing as a red shirt.
Like you said, a lot of experience from Orini. Obviously, Hughes has got experience, not necessarily on the college level just yet. You know, we talked about Orini being a 2-time All-American. He's a 2-time ACC champ. He was also outstanding wrestler in 2023.
He's doing a good job on top. Orini's been very active underneath, but Hughes breaks him back. Good return. Here comes Orini out the back door. Hughes stays with him, and they go off. And Hughes has 32 seconds riding.
A couple of Granbys by Orini there. Hughes did a good job of following, kind of know where he's at. You know, and watching Orini, like I said, this is his, this is a question we did not ask, so I don't want to say his first time being back down to 33, right? It's an adjustment.
Sure.
Obviously wrestling 141 for the time that he did, you know, and now coming down to 133. So
Hughes tries to snap it back for a near fall. Almost, but not quite. Arini, a good job to stay out of that. He was almost in near fall position. Gets to his feet, trying to peel the waist hands off. Another good return by Hughes, and Hughes has 54 seconds riding time.
Here's a look at that close near fall for Hughes right here. A little setback, old school. We're going old school right here. But Arini does a good job, right? Keeping that right elbow up, posting on his hands, big bridge, and getting back to his belly.
A very active first 54 seconds of this period. So Hughes needs to hang on at least 6 more seconds. And he does. He gets a minute, still on top. Arini's still working hard underneath.
Okay, watch what Arini's doing, right? He's kind of calling it the money roll, something Dayton Fix used to do a lot when he tripods up and grabs that leg and tries to hit that Granby roll. Hughes has been able to stop it the last few times.
Now Arini reaches back through like he's trying to little reverse headlock. Hughes putting the pressure on, though. Good tough ride by Hughes so far.
And Arini went old school Peterson there for a little while too.
And one thing you have to watch about these guys is last 30 seconds of the second. Here comes Arini working for a reverse. But Hughes has him on his back. No, just one count. Just one count. I think. No near fall. Boy, that was close.
That was super close. They're looking at each other. Let's go see if they discuss this. They want to, they're going to take a look at this. So, once again, we're not going to go to Vegas and bet, Jay.
No.
It looked close to a 2 near fall.
Very close. Who knows?
Who knows? They'll figure it out.
We should mention that's Ryan Hagan is our lead official tonight. Josh Briscoe, the assistant. And I think it was a good move to go ahead and take a look at it.
Well,
it was close enough.
It was close enough. Big enough match, big enough duel. They're going to figure it out.
Now,
right?
I was about to say, now we get a stop, they both get a break. Both of these guys coming down from 41. You never know about the gas tank situation for both of them. They're both pretty big for the weight. So we'll see who's got enough in this third period.
So this is what they're looking at. Well, we just missed that last part. If they could go back a little bit more, try to see where the potential swipes were at. Arini, once again, tripoding up, looking for that Granby roll there. Hughes does a good job, hits the elevator there.
I don't know.
It all depends on where Arini is at, right? He might have still been up a little too high to start counting swipes. Went down 1. So
they got one on the second one. The question to me was that one shoulder within 45 degrees, and I'm not sure it was. Nope. No near fall. That's probably the right call, I think. That second shoulder was a little too high to be 45 degrees or less.
And once again, that's why we tip the hat to the officials to say, you know what, this is my time. There's no bricks being thrown. Let's figure this out.
Okay, 13 seconds left. Arini needs to get that escape point. 150 riding time for Hughes. Arini to his feet, 5 seconds. Granby roll. Hughes blocks it, 3, 2, 1, and Hughes rides out. Big ride out for Cale Hughes.
Really good ride by Hughes there. Really, really good ride by Hughes. You see the Cowboy faithful standing up and understanding that part of how big a ride that was for Hughes.
And Hughes quickly drops down, takes bottom position. Let's see what Arini's strategy is. Does he want to get at least a minute off there, or does he like his chances on his feet? With that return, Hughes back to his feet again. A trip by Arini. Hughes trying to come over the top. And goes! Hits him on his back. Cale Hughes in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Wow! What a fall from the bottom position.
How about that?
Goodness.
Wow, what a situation there. Arini was close to getting near fall and swipes on Hughes. Here's a look at this position right here. Good mat return by Arini. Hughes coming back up. Peels hands, takes him back, almost swipes there. Got his hips a little too high where Hughes was able to get all the way over, cinch that snake up, and get the fall for the Cowboys at 130.
Arena, the crowd still buzzing over that shocking pin at 133 by Cale Hughes, and now we're ready for 141-pounders. The teams have traded upsets.
Yes.
Cowboys lead 6-3, and Wolfpack sends out Tyler Tracy, a redshirt freshman, 5-5 against number 4, ranked Tegan Jamison for the Cowboys. Redshirt sophomore, 15-1 from Durant, Oklahoma.
And both those guys
transferred in.
Go ahead, Jay.
Go right ahead.
No, I was just going to say both those guys, Robinson for North Carolina State and Hughes, obviously, for Oklahoma State, did a really good job controlling the pace of both those matches that they were in and getting wins, obviously, over higher-ranked opponents.
Yeah, the deal with Hughes was he went from almost giving up back points to quickly elevating out of there and hitting his opponent. Marini, very quickly, once he got him turned over, I mean, in about 3 seconds, he was pinned. So, big match for Hughes, who's had not really official matches. I mean, they're official, but mostly open tournaments and things, not a situation like this.
Right.
Good job, Tracy. Good job.
And especially after your opening match, highly favored guy has lost, you know, the team needs a spark, and he gave them one. So let's see who pulls the next upset. Double leg by Jamison. That's his strongest move. And he brings him down for 2 or 3. Almost had Tracy on his back.
I'm telling you, man, once Jamison gets to those legs and gets his hands locked, I don't know many that can get out of that, right? He did a really good job of getting Tracy not only to the double with that post double, but getting him up, securing both legs and cutting out any type of scrambling positions or opportunities for Tracy.
You know, one phrase we use a lot, see what your thought is. You can say that guy hit a double leg, and sometimes they'll say it was a blast double. What, in your opinion, is
that was a blast double is basically from space, right? What Jamison did there, it was more of he posted and just kind of changed his level. Not necessarily a hard penetration, but changed his level to where he's in good enough position to go get through it. Now, your blast doubles are your JBs and your Kenny Mondays and stuff like that. Joe Williams, some of those blast doubles in those situations. And, I mean, they're coming from, you know, maybe onto the right side of the mat and driving you all the way off. You know what I mean?
Good ride so far by Jamison. He's got over a minute. As Tracy made one good move trying to turn into him, but Jamison reacted to that, maintained control.
So here's the first takedown by Jamison, what I'm talking about, right? He does a nice job post. This is key right here. Both hands, takes his time, sets Tracy right down, eliminates any type of scrambling, barrel rolls, whatever the case may be.
Put Tracy's back and butt down first, not the legs, so he had no chance to get balance with the legs. Just a nice dump. So a caution on Jamison, I believe.
Yeah.
For moving too quickly off the whistle and not getting set. Tracy fighting hard, gets to his feet, trying to get away, but Jamison very strong for this weight class. And breaks him back down. He's got a 128 riding time now.
And I'm going to say this right now, Jay. What happened to Jamison last time we watched him wrestle? Knocked his tooth out. Remember that?
Yeah.
And if you look closely, he's got that mouthpiece. He's got that mouthpiece in.
Yes. You're saying he'll be wrestling with
He'll be, yes.
And he rides it out. Strong first period by Jamison. Gets the takedown. Rides out. 151 riding time. Wow, all in the first period. That's a bunch. Jamison's choice, chooses bottom. .63 if you joined us late. Oklahoma State the lead. Jamison a quick reverse. Goes up 5-0 with the riding time. And of course, Jamison, the heavy favorite here, ranked 4th nationally. And he lets the man up. He's got 158 riding time. He says, I don't need any more of that right now. Let's go back to work on my feet. Tracy trying to come up with some offense here.
See what Tracy throws in here. He
made a good move early in the match, but Jamison kind of forced him out of it, so to speak, with the strength.
He's trying to see if he's coming with hooks, underhooks. There's that hook there.
Jamison the double again, and boom.
3-point takedown, Jamison.
Locked hands.
Nope. Just a stalemate there. Good call by the official, right? You're starting to see more and more of this, right? Oh, here goes the takedown by Jameson. I'll explain what I was talking about later. Once again, a little post double. Tracy comes there, post double. No need to lock hands, just ran him straight through. So the reason why he stalemated it there was he's already awarded the 3 points. He's in a position where he can't really move up. Stalemate. Let's get back to our feet. Ooh.
So that makes it 8-1 on the board and right in time. And here goes a cradle by Jamison. Tracy in big trouble. He's fighting it hard, and he's close to being pinned. Jamison putting on the pressure. Tracy fighting it off. Gets one shoulder up. Does a good job there. But he's got a long way to go here. 40 more seconds before the end of the period. Can he fight it off that long? And North Carolina State throws the brick. I'm not sure what they're looking for there. There's 4-point near fall. Illegal hold, potentially. Grabbing the headgear.
So looking at Coach Pat Papalizio, looking at him grabbing the headgear during that situation, almost when Tracy was kind of stacked up.
I think he might have grabbed the headgear.
That's potential. That's
what Pops, as we used to call him when he was here. That's what he was signaling. Headgear.
So that's what they're looking at right now to see if that's the case. Now, if it is, the back points and everything still exist because that happened before, if it is what they call or what they do see.
Right.
So he's still going to get his forward near fall, but Tracy may get another point on the board if that's what the officials
one penalty point for headgear if he grabbed it.
Right.
I honestly didn't see it. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it was kind of more towards the North Carolina State corner. Like I said, obviously you got Coach Papalizio over there, Coach Espo, Tommy Gann as well. So right now the score is 12-1. If that comes into effect, that make the score 12-2.
So obviously Jamison in major decision territory already, and with a lot of time left in the match, so might go for a tech fall.
Let's see, it's not here. Tracy did a heck of a job fighting out of that. I mean, with his left knee the way it is.
He
did a really good job controlling that leg of Jamison the best he could. More importantly, keeping a shoulder up. So here's the situation that Coach Papalizio threw the brick in right about here. There.
That right there.
Yep. So
just briefly, I'm not sure if it's enough to count or
so
not.
We'll see how that works.
Boy, Tracy was so close to being pinned. He did a great job.
He did a heck of a job fighting off his back, man.
He really did. Right there, see, one finger is kind of hooked in under the strap, and he moves his hand away.
And obviously the official's not looking there. He was looking for the fall, so we'll see. So it was technical violation, 1 point headgear pull. So that'll make the score 12-2. They're adjusting the, I think they're adjusting, let's see.
Riding time.
Yeah.
Technical violation. Grabbing the headgear.
Yeah, so they adjusted the riding time. The riding time was 2:40. They adjusted the riding time to 2:30. And they're giving the brick back to Coach Papalizio. So good challenge, right? Once again,
good challenge.
Fighting for your athlete. When you see stuff like that, you got to continue to go and see if I can, hey, man, let's see what's wrong here.
Jamison signals optional start, just gives him the release to make it 12-3 with 30 seconds left in the second period. Oh, Jamison's getting really aggressive here. Ankle there, and he gets 3 there to make it 15-3.
That was
12 seconds left.
That was pretty interesting what Jamison tried to do there. He kind of had him almost in a wheelbarrow position and then took his right leg and tried to, I think he tried to kick his arm, if I'm mistaken, is what it looked like. I'll have to go back and watch that.
10 seconds left in the period. So Jamison probably just trying to hold him down here, not give up the point. And he rides it out to make it 15-3, and it will be Tracy's choice.
Here's that last takedown by Jamison. Nice little snap down and go behind, running corner, went and grabbed that ankle, took an anchor away right there, almost to another cradle.
comes back up, gets that three-point takedown. This is that position I was talking about. He takes his right foot, see if they show it, and tries to
So Jamison says just let him go. Doesn't even, it just gives the point without even getting into the position. So 15-4.
There's what Tracy's been looking for, that club and hook and throw by.
Good to see him still firing away, even though he's down by 11 points with the ton of riding time. 2:46 the riding time.
Say he was starting that early with that hook. He had something off of that.
So 125 left in the third. Jamison needs a takedown and back points or a takedown escape and another. Here goes Tracy in for the shot. Jamison reaches through. Hanging on there. Doesn't want to give up the three. Too close to a tech fall to be giving up points. Tracy working hard, trying to get it. But here comes Jamison back door.
The difference there, Jamison beat Tracy's shoulder, right? He was able to beat his shoulder in that position.
And there's three for Jamison. So 18-4. Now he can release him here, try to get into the takedown, end it with a tech fall. But let's see if he instead tries to go for a fall, get that cradle hooked up again, where he almost had the pin earlier. 37 seconds left. Of course, riding time is locked. Actually, he could ride him out, get a tech fall, because they would add in the riding time.
That's what the coaches were saying. Keep him down, keep him down. You got Taylor, Gilman, and Kennedy in the corner. They're like, keep him down.
No, he let him go. 18-5, 19-5 with the riding time. Needs a takedown to secure the tech fall. There's 15 seconds left to get it. There's the double leg, and there it is, and that's it. 5 or 6:50 the time. Tech fall.
That was a good job by Jamison.
And it will be 21-5. Do not count the riding time because the match ended before the 7 minutes. So that jumps the score to 11-3 for Oklahoma State.
Here's the final takedown by Jamison, cutting with about 23 seconds left. Got on his horse, as my dad would say, to go get that last takedown. Went to a single, changed off to a double. Finished with his patent double leg for another three-point takedown and a tech fall for the Cowboys at 141 pounds.
Good effort by Tracy, fighting off the pin and kept shooting. Coming up, 149-pounder should be a dandy. Stay with us right now. Bizgens, he is a redshirt freshman, 13-6 from New Prague, Minnesota, or they might pronounce it New Prague up there, I'm not sure. And for Oklahoma State's Carter Young. Young comes in tonight. He is ranked 14th, if I remember correctly. So he has the edge as far as ranking goes, but we think this will be a tight match. Now, Young is number 15 out of Stillwater, redshirt junior, 8-6. Has had a bunch of matches against highly ranked opponents and has lost several of them just by a point or two.
You are exactly right. A lot of battles, right? A lot of overtime, 1- and 2-point
matches, some really good ones. So I think this will be a real tight match.
You know, and as a coach, when you get into those matches, well, even as an athlete, you got to understand, hey, man, I got to start winning those because they will add up. And that is the difference of being on the podium in March and not being on the podium in March.
Got to win those tight ones.
Got to win them, man. Got to win them.
Especially if you end up in the blood round in the tight one, you got to have it.
Yeah, trust that backside wrestling ain't no joke. No joke.
Oh, Carter, a little snap there. Throw by.
Yeah, it was a little pass by off Biskin's shot there. Kind of they almost did the same. Was doing stuff at the same time. You know what I mean?
2-on-1 by Young, then a 2-on-1 by Bizgens, but now Young in on the leg shot. Working to get that foot hiked up and see if he can kick off the left leg.
Good flexibility there. Good flexibility.
Oh, good job.
Nice job. Nice job by Bizgens there, man. That was really nice.
Got out of that.
Yes, he did.
So no score, Bizgens and Young. Opening minute has just gone by in this one. Shot, good shot by Young. Stall one on Biscuits.
Oh, he's got to be careful of that bottom leg.
Young still doesn't have him down. Roll through by Biscuits. Young trying to come out from behind and almost has 3. Let's see. There's 3.
Nice high crotch by Young. Good scramble by Biskins there.
Young stayed with it.
He did. He did a good job staying with it. I thought a potential bottom leg cradle was going to happen in that position, but Biskins was able to get that left leg out. Good offensive by Young in those positions. You already called it. There was also a stall call right when Young was shooting.
Right when he shot.
Yes. And this is another thing, once again, I love about wrestling, just the stature, right? You got short, stocky, long, lanky. Uh-oh, got some blood here by Biskins.
A little blood timeout.
Yep, get it all cleaned up. Also, you mentioned, you know, one of our other former Cowboys that is not here. I'm pretty sure he's at home watching it, Mr. Jamil Kelly, which is the head RTC coach, Olympic silver medalist. What's up, my guy? Tuning in on ESPN Plus. Another good crowd here tonight, Jay. Obviously, this duel was originally scheduled for yesterday at 2 o'clock, but we talked about North Carolina State's could not get out of Atlanta, so it had to be rescheduled. And obviously, the administration and the coaches and everybody did a really good job of letting folks know when this duel was going to be rescheduled to. And we got another great crowd tonight. All right, we got him all cleaned up.
Well, you see a little blood every now and then. It is a contact sport.
You are correct on that, Jay.
1:01 left in the first. 3-0 Young as they resume. Biskins looking for a way to get out, get something going in. There's the cradle attempt, like a far cradle attempt by Young. Not there.
Bleeding again. Yep, got some more.
Got the nose leaking again.
Yep.
Very frustrating for wrestlers when that happens. You know, it's delays the match, breaks the rhythm of it, and you're frustrated whether you're the guy bleeding or not. It's just kind of frustrating. First-year coach David Taylor for the Cowboys has his team rolling. 7-0 and scored at least 30 points in every duel so far. And, of course, 2-time NCAA champ, 4-time NCAA finalist, Olympic gold medalist, as you see, 3-time world champion, 4-time Big Ten champion. He's done it all, and this year, this team will be a tough job tonight, but if they can score 30 points in the duel tonight, they'll be only the second Oklahoma State team ever to score at least 30 points in its first 8 duels. Wow. And right now, they've outscored their opponents 251 to 39 previous 7 matches. Interesting thing about when North Carolina State won here 9 years ago, that's the only duel match the legendary John Smith ever had a loss into one of his former wrestlers. And of course, Cowboys, his coaching tree has gotten pretty big. He's got a lot of head coaches, 7 or 8 head coaches out there right now.
Yeah, and I mean on every level, and I'm talking from the youth level, junior high level, high school level, college level, international level, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're just showing him right now. Looking at him living his best life. Got that beard and that cowboy hat on. I see you, J-Dub.
Good time. So we resume here. Still, it's 3-1 after the escape by Biskins.
Yep. And Young had that cradle locked up once again. Biskins did a really good job of getting out of there.
Final 20 seconds of the first. Young with 41 seconds riding time. 2-on-1. He goes off that to a low leg shot on the left side. Biskins fighting it, trying to reach over. Young trying to dump him, no luck yet. And time runs out.
Nice high crotch attempt by Young in that position. He was making those transitions to try to score. Obviously, time ran out. That was similar to the same shot that he took a little earlier. Got his head to the outside, tried to get that strong back and base up. They got to a waterfall position and time ran out.
And Biskins' choice to start the second, he goes down. Doesn't want to stand her too long because Young already has 41 seconds riding time.
Right.
And Young obviously with a tight waist right side, trapping the left wrist, wants to get it over a minute if he can, but nope, Biskins fights right out of there, no problem. Only 52 seconds added up to this point.
Remember, Biskins does have a stall call, but this is where Young's creating a lot of his offense off of this 2-on-1. Whether it's a swing single, he was getting to his high crotch earlier.
Throw by attempt once.
Yep.
Done several things off of it.
So he's definitely been the aggressor.
And he's after him again, tries to post ahead and jump around, but can't do it. Biskins needs to be, you hate to say careful, needs to be more aggressive because I started saying, there it is right there, the stall call.
A warning, Biskins, 1 point. Carter Young.
Young had made 2 or 3 legitimate attempts already in this period. Keeping the pressure on. Of course, Biskins only 2 points down, though.
Right, with all that action and another stall call, he's only 2 points down, Jay. So he's still in this match, right? 1 takedown, he ties it back up. 45 seconds left here in the second period. So Young's definitely been the aggressor.
Biskins had that head trapped underneath, but they're off with 37 seconds left. Takedown would give Biskins the lead. Oh, Young grabs for that leg, can't quite get it.
He's being aggressive tonight, man. Good snaps. He's really controlling the hand fights, too. Right, good little snap downs.
Hands and head, huh?
Yeah, working that back of Biskins in those positions, trying to tire him out a little bit. 15 seconds left in this second period.
There's a shot by Biskins. He needed that.
Yes, he did.
Even though he didn't score, just to tell the official, hey, I'm working. 4-2 as 5 seconds left in the period. And that'll do it. Going to the third, Young's choice. He chooses bottom very quickly. Now let's see Biskins' strategy.
Yep.
Is he going to ride or is he going to go on his feet? Hasn't had any luck on his feet yet.
I think he's going to do the best he can to try to ride Young and then, you know, kind of see where it goes. If he can catch something, see what he may like to do on top. Young in that quad pod position and just doing a good job pulling that thigh hand and staying to his feet and make this guy put you back down to the mat. And/or he's got to let him go because remember, he's got 2 stall calls already.
And Young gets out of there as Biskins basically let him go, knowing he was probably in trouble there, not being able to bring him back to the mat.
Oh, that was a nice drag. That was a nice drag to a swing single.
Good swing single by Young, not points yet, but again, Biskins fighting it off. He rolls through. Young needs to clear a leg to get through.
Good defense by Biskins.
Yes.
This is
Young's working his way to the back, trying to clear his right leg. That's what I started to say. Here comes Biskins, and he's almost out of
They're
there.
going to challenge that one. Yep. Brick on that. Yeah, they're going to challenge that one.
Now, what did I miss here? I only had, it was 3-1, and then the penalty point was 4, and then escape 4-2. Takedown, I have 7-2, but they have 8 on the board.
See what this challenge is here. No, it was 4-2. He escaped, made it 5. Then he took him down, made it 8.
Oh, Young's escaped.
Yes,
Young
was
now
down.
see, I just didn't put it down. I got it on the wrong period.
Not a problem, Jay. That's why we're a
Takedown,
team.
8.
Teamwork make the dream work, brother.
I put that takedown in the second period, and it was the third. So 8-2. What is the challenge, you think?
Challenge right now is that takedown.
That takedown?
Yep, that's the challenge right there. So if they take that challenge off, the score is 5-2. If they keep it, it's 8-2. And then what they'll have to do if they take that takedown off is adjust the riding time. Because right now,
your thought? I thought he had the takedown in the reverse by Biskins.
Well, Biskins wouldn't have had that reverse, but because Young still had the leg there.
Yeah.
Right? And I think eventually he was able to get to there on his belly and get his hands locked. So that's what they're reviewing right now. So they're over here talking about it. I do want to say this. During one of the intermissions and/or breaks, they gave a shout-out to Mr. Diego Lopez, which is sitting up here to Jay's and I's left in the stands, a professional MMA fighter. This is his second week down here
learning from the Cowboys on how to wrestle, man. He's got a good fighting game, learning how to get to a leg, defend a leg, and just learn how to wrestle a little bit, man. So they gave him a nice standing ovation. He stood up and was recognized, so that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So let's see. So, yeah, they must have won that review. So, once again, another good challenge by Pat Popolizio, right? I mean, that's why, once again, fight for your athlete, right? And that's why you do that. So get back out and go scrap.
Still 5-2. Riding time is only 40 seconds for Young, so that's not yet a factor. Bisgans acts like he's a little pumped up after getting out of that one.
Well,
trying to pick up the pace.
You know, Young's been on a couple of them, and every shot pretty much has been a scramble by Bisgans. Now, he's got to go get to a leg, right? And I'm pretty sure that's what they were telling him in the corner. Hey, man, yeah, good job scrambling, but you got to go get to a leg and score, because Young's going to be smart here with 25 seconds left with a 5-2 lead.
Young boxed that one off. Goes over the head, a little over and under position by Young. Got the head trapped there of Bisgans, so Bisgans needs to get out of there, have room to maneuver, only 12 seconds left. Stalemate call with 10 seconds left.
Yep, as soon as you put that foot on that line, you got to be ready.
Young backing up, could get hit with a stall, but only 4 seconds left. Bisgans does get to the leg, and that's it. So 5-2, Young. A lot of near takedowns by Young, but Bisgans fights most of those off and keeps the match close all the way. But the Cowboys go up 14-3, winning 3 of the first 4 bouts as we get ready for the 157-pounders. That should be, again, one of our more interesting matches of the night because of the history that these guys have at 157. So, for North Carolina State, this is number 12 ranked Ed Scott, the senior. He is 7-3, and he goes against number 14 Caleb Fish for the Cowboys. He is 12-4, the senior, transfer from originally Eaton Rapids, Michigan, transferred in. And this should be a great matchup. They're so closely ranked, and they have. We'll see. We've only got probably 2 rematches all night. That is at 165 and, well, 3, 184 and heavyweight. So
I'm gonna say this early. Expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah, they both like to throw, don't they?
Scott has a nasty left-handed headlock, and Fish does not mind going upper body either. As Jay already stated, they're extremely close as far as ranking-wise. They've never met, but their styles are extremely similar. So, you know, watch that underhook from Scott going for that lefty headlock, and Fish gets that head up too high, and obviously Fish will go for some mixers. You got a good double leg in the Air Force duel, so let's see what happens here.
And when they pulled up to the arena this afternoon, Scott headlocked the bus driver. I mean, he was ready.
And another, there he's kind of locking there in that position. Another key point, which we didn't know until we spoke with Coach Taylor before the duel. There,
watch out here.
Here, I'm telling you, he's working for it right now. Look at it. He is working for that. But Ed Scott is an original M2, trained at M2 under David Taylor.
Under David Taylor, right?
Yep.
Right. For a couple of years, he said.
I'm laughing because something's going to happen. I just don't know what. So
this will be nothing for a while, and then suddenly 7-6.
Hey, it could be a sprint real fast, man. 0 to 100 real quick. Because no one has attempted to get to a leg. It's all hooks.
All upper body.
Yep.
Overhooks, underhooks.
Yep.
So let's see who can get the hand position just right first. You think one of them either could be susceptible to a guy changing levels and dropping down to a leg off of the upper body. This Fish looked like he wanted to get inside for a trip. That was not there. There's a leg shot.
Nice.
Oh, Fish comes over the top, though, but he's still in trouble. He tried to throw from that position. Oh, Wizard. Last second Wizard thrown in by Fish. Wow. Scott had him in trouble. 33 seconds left in the first.
Man, almost a good fireman's there by Scott. He was trying to get Fish up. Somehow Fish did a good job of getting his hip squared and ended up kind of going in a chest wrap position and was able to get out of there.
Nice scrambling.
Yes,
right
it was.
There. 13 seconds left, first. Keep thinking somebody's going to be in trouble.
Something. Well, I'm kind of I'm moving with them, right? I'm kind of moving with them a little bit because, like I said, expect the unexpected.
Oklahoma State's choice. Fish chooses bottom. No score in the first. But a lot of interesting positions there.
Yes, man.
Everybody trying to get those hands where they want them. Fish quickly to his feet, running away, trying to clear the hands. And turns in. Oh, watch out now. Watch out. Fish says, I might want to try something here. Let's see escape to go up on.
Oh, my goodness. I know this is only a 1-0 match right now, but, man.
It's been fun.
I am locked in, Jay.
Well, the strategy of both of them, trying to see how they can get just the right hold.
I am locked in on. There's that double
leg shot by Fish. And there's three.
So that's what I was talking about right there, right? I talked about that double that he hit Air Force. That was the first time I seen him. That was a really good double there by Fish. He followed it up.
Both of them had finally changed levels and dropped down for a shot out of the upper body stuff, but Fish is the only one that scored off. Like escaped by Scott.
This match is
4-1 on the board now with Fish the lead. So Scott still try to get a bunch in one move, or does he try to go for a takedown to tie it right now? It's 48 seconds left in the second.
It's all what Fish gives him, right? There's still a lot of wrestling left. This is only the second period, so you know, with Scott having big moves, he's really never out of a match.
Sure.
You know, because all Fish, if he relaxes 1 minute, that headlock, lat drop, whatever case may be,
7 points.
It can happen. We've seen it, right? Right here in this building.
Throw. He is almost like a hip toss, maybe, by Scott. I don't know what you call that.
I think it was more of a throw by. Fish did a good job of kind of filling that, squaring up real quick. But
8 seconds left in the second. 4-1. Fish. Scott's choice to start the third. And we go there now.
Here's that double leg by Fish right here that we were talking about earlier in that first period that he got to. Nice changes levels, post double, got to that leg. Well, he went single leg, so take that back. He actually went single leg and was able to score there. And one thing I did notice from Scott when he was in the bottom position, right, he went head hunting. Yes, he is head hunting. Like, if that dude can catch you in something,
he will. He's spun out of there quickly to make it 4-2.
Yeah.
So let's see. Now, does Fish stay aggressive? That's the key here. He's got the 4-2 lead, but no riding time to speak of. So he knows Scott is going to keep hunting.
Both guys have hit it.
Double leg shot by Fish, not there.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch out. Scott says, I just about had that head.
I'm telling you, man, you get that noggin up there too much, man. He gonna get it. He is going for it.
And just what we thought it was. Oh, there's a leg shot there by Fish. Not real serious about it. Blocked off easily. And there's Fish is in on the leg. Or rather, I'm sorry, Scott. Fish trying to roll through. He's in dangerous position here.
Yep.
Scott takes the lead with the 3.
Good job.
So 5-4. Scott now.
Oh, he's got a turn on him too. That's
almost.
Oh!
And Fish is out of there. And Fish gets away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at 5 with 38 seconds left. Riding time won't be a factor.
Coach Pavlizio telling Ed Scott, calm down. Calm down. Both guys have got some good takedowns there.
Now that they abandon the upper body stuff and just try to get 3. Fish is in on the shot. Oh, a double leg. Scott tries it. And not roll through by Fish has him on his back. He puts him on his back. Scott still trying to fight off of it. 11 seconds left. 7 points coming for Fish. 5 seconds left. Holy cow. We knew it would happen at some point. 12-5, Caleb Fish. Wow, what a finish.
Hey, we were talking about it. It was a slow build. Like they say in WWE, it's a slow build, and it waited all the way until about 30 seconds left in the third period, or if not 20 seconds left in the third period.
Yeah. Somebody's going to look at that and say, well, that wasn't even close.
Exactly.
They just look at the score.
So here's the situation. All Fish is double. Scott does a good job trying to get that underhook. Good little back trip. Good job by Scott continuing to wrestle through it. Little roll there. Fish ends up catching him in the right position to get that near fall takedown, near fall to widen that gap for the score.
Boy, very close to being pinned. Teams will go to 165. And the Wolfpack send up 32nd ranked Derek Fields. He is a redshirt junior, he's 9-7, and he's from Brunswick, Ohio. And he will go against the Brighton, Michigan product and transfer in from Michigan. For the Cowboys, number 6, Cam Amin, the redshirt senior, he is 8-3. North Carolina State also weighed in Luke Arberg, a redshirt junior, and he's from Cushing, Oklahoma. His father, Rick Arberg, a longtime supporter of Cowboy wrestling.
Yep.
So here we go, 165, they're underway. And of course, Amin is the favorite here, but that hasn't meant a whole lot tonight.
Well,
sometimes.
And even to that point, Jay, right? Like you said, Amin has the series right now 1-0, but it was a 4-1 score.
Right. First round of the NCAA tournament last year, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 4-1 score. So, you know, they're acquainted with one another, and you know, we'll see how this match works out as it goes through this process. Good little time out there on the mat, celebrating with the alumni, the ones that could make it. I know some probably had to, you know, obviously being scheduled for Sunday, some had to get back home and get back to work, get back to the real world. So shout out to everyone.
A fun time to see all those faces that you've seen compete on the mat here at Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Over the years, grizzled veterans, and then some guys who aren't that old like you. There hasn't been that long.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, I guess that just depends on who you ask, Jay. Just depends on who you ask. So,
no score so far. No one's really gotten a serious attempt.
Amin's controlling the hand fight early. And I think one thing I should say, trying to adjust to, but maybe get another feel from, is Fields' length a little bit. Fields looks like he's a little taller wrestler.
He is tall.
Doing a good job kind of keeping Amin at bay. Amin's butt's been facing the center, where Fields is kind of on the outer part, but he's using that length to kind of keep him posted.
Shot there by Amin, but didn't really get there.
Right.
So 1:06 left in the first, no score. Stall warning against Fields. Given a little too much ground and hasn't really gotten a good attempt in. That one, it wasn't so much to me, Amin making a lot of shots. It's just Fields kept giving ground and backing up.
Yeah, I think
off the edge.
Yeah, and I think even, you know, like I talked about earlier, just the feints and fakes, and there, you know,
there's
nice.
A leg shot. Good one by Amin, and traps that second leg and gets 3.
Beautiful outside step, almost kind of looked like a knee pull. I'd like to go back and watch that again, but man, great attack by Amin in that position to secure that first takedown of this match with 30 seconds left in this first period.
Good one late in the period is, you know, if you can hold the man down in that last 30 seconds, don't give up the escape point. That's a bonus.
So here's that takedown by Amin there. Did a lot of setting up for it. Yep, out to like a little knee pull action, got it up, right? Got it up, not necessarily to the armpit, but high enough for him where he was able to use that other leg and trip Fields down to get that.
That other leg right behind the knee,
Yep.
and that made it pretty simple at that point.
Good technique there by Amin.
13 seconds. Of course, Amin wants to ride out here. Doesn't want to give up that point. 6 seconds left.
Really?
And he rides it out easily. The period ends 3-0.
Really good period for Amin there, right? He was the aggressor. He was controlling the hand fight. Got a stall call in there on Fields. Nice leg attack. One shot he truly committed to. He was able to score. So, you know, that percentage rate is extremely high there after that first period.
I didn't see the signal, but I assume Fields deferred.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Amin, it was Oklahoma's, North Carolina State's choice. So Amin does take bottom after the deferral. To his feet, trying to clear the waist hand. Good return there by Fields. Amin spins into him and away. So he's up 4-0.
Nice reaction time by Amin. Got right to that mat. What didn't go to his belly, went to his hands and knees, went to his base, and was able to hop right back up and get that escape.
Fields still working on that far edge. He needs to get a little more to the center. Remember, he's already been given a stall warning. 4-0 on the board for Amin. He has 27 seconds riding time.
You know, this is where Fields got to understand the optics don't look good right here. Right there, you go.
There you go. Made a move there.
Yeah. You know, get that ref off your back, AKA, or get the crowd off your back too, right?
Yes. Amin goes underneath on the left side of Fields. Fields gets the hand behind the elbow, though. Says, nope, I don't want you going anywhere there.
You know, and from that position that Fields just, I mean, trust me, that's what his coaches were thinking too. Obviously, don't do anything crazy to put yourself in danger, but fire a shot, you know, every once in a while, especially if you haven't found your rhythm just yet. Or,
right.
You know, he's not able to get through Amin's head-hands defense just yet. Not saying he can't get there. He just hadn't found that spot or that opening just
Yeah,
yet.
and you're still working the edge of the mat. You need to, you know, not stay on the edge and get a shot in of some kind. And he did. Amin's been pretty solid in this position. He's not gotten out of position one time that I can recall. Final 15 seconds of the second. Still 4-0. Amin, kind of a half-reach shot, not real serious. And time will run out right now. 4-0 as we go to the third. And it is Fields' choice. Chooses bottom. And remember, he's already in arrears 27 seconds on riding time, so he needs to get out of there in less than 33 seconds.
Yeah, Amin looked over at Coach Taylor, tried to figure out if he wanted to cut him or ride a little bit. Taylor asked him to
Caution
ride
on
a little.
Amin. A little quick off the whistle.
Yeah.
Amin. Derek Fields in the down position.
He was close to jumping there.
Snaps him back. Right time is just now hitting about 40 seconds.
So Amin's going to have to put him to the mat, otherwise he's going to, yep.
Stall warning there for not making an attempt to bring him back to the mat.
Yep. So Amin has a caution. He's got a stall call. Fields also has a stall call.
Right, each has a warning.
45 seconds of ride time for Amin right now.
1:42 left in the match. So Fields' mission is clear. Get out of there in the next 10 seconds. Now 7 seconds, 5 seconds.
Well, and this is a key sequence right here, right? Because obviously Amin's trying to get riding time.
He got it.
He's got riding time right now, but there's obviously still a lot of wrestling left.
And he shoves him away to make it 4-1. Of course, we're a takedown away from the tie score.
Yep. This is the exact same score as it was last year, right?
Right. Now Fields picking it up. 4-1, and by the way, 1:06 the riding time. So Fields can't get a takedown. He could erase the riding time pretty quickly. 1 minute to go.
Remaining. Third period. That's 165.
He's just staying in good position, but he's kind of shut down his attack, it looks like.
Well,
he's being pretty cautious.
You know, he's still there in the center. He's still holding ground. He's still hand fighting. Now, what Fields has to do is he's got to start firing some attacks. So Fakin's just not going to have that ref call another stall call, or, you know, he's still got to go score.
30 seconds. And Amin does have the luxury of trying to catch Fields in the middle of a bad shot.
Yes.
And countering for 3.
And he's got that. Nope. 1 point there. So big difference there, right? So now that makes the score 4-2.
I couldn't see the illegal hold. What did he call?
It might have been that football grip. I'm not for sure. I don't want to speak out of turn because I really didn't see it.
So 4-2. Takedown by Fields. He shoots a double. It's a high double. Not there. 10 seconds left. Riding time is locked right now. So watch out. Fields kept coming, almost got there.
That was super, super close.
Very
good
close.
job by Fields to continue to run that.
Off with 2 seconds left, and the riding time should make the final count 5-2. 3-point margin, just like last year at the NCAA tournament. So 5-2, Amin. Cowboys now lead 20-3. And we've got one of Oklahoma State's hottest wrestlers coming up next, Dean Hamady. Here's what got the mission for number 19, Matty Singleton, the redshirt sophomore, 11-4. He's from Moreland, Georgia, and his mission is to slow down the high-flying Dean Hamady for the Cowboys, ranked 3rd nationally, 12-0. Ranked 3rd in the nation, as we said, and he has been an offensive machine this entire season.
Yes, he has.
He's just been really tough with everything he's done and scored a lot of points.
Yep, from whether it's on his feet, even the bottom game, and definitely on top too. But he's been in that zone.
Well, of his victories, 5 have been tech falls, 2 pins, 2 majors, and a couple of decisions. So he's only had 2 matches be non-bonus matches. And he gets taken down, though, right off the bat. Good job by Singleton.
Yep, very good job by Singleton there, right? Kind of caught Hamady stepping right at the right time, was in an athletic position, was able to change his levels and get that little snatch single going up. One thing about Singleton, he's a bronze medalist at U20 Worlds in 2023, so, you know, the young man can wrestle. That's for sure.
Hamady out of there, going to make 3-1.
Hamady.
Singleton, pretty happy with the start.
Oh, yeah.
Keep up the pace, go score again. Hamady reaching for that ankle pick a couple of times, couldn't get there. Singleton has his best victory probably over number 13. Two wrestlers ranked 13 at one point or other, and number 11, Simon Reese of Cornell. He beat him by 1. Those are his best matches he's in. On that leg again, Hamady reaches through.
This is Hamady's wheelhouse. I'm obviously sure Singleton knows that, but
Hamady gets the hips back. It's brawl. Got that foot hooked in there. Notice how he's got that.
He's stepping on his ankle.
Could be a stalemate. There it is.
Yep.
But good job by Singleton being aggressive early in this match.
Yeah, he's wrestling hard. He's holding good position. He's being offensive. I mean, he's in this match, right? He's got the lead 3-1 over the number 3 guy. You know, and that's what I say, man. There's still a lot of wrestling. That's why you still got to come out here and wrestle these matches.
Minute lowers the leg shot by Hamady, but Singleton pops away.
Good
Hamady
count.
Right back in, tries a little trip and a double leg, and there's
Beautiful. Wow.
Hamady, 3 points.
Beautiful. What I say about that right there, Jay, is that's what they call chain wrestling.
Yep.
You go from one thing to another, to another, to another. Good attacks by both wrestlers. Obviously, Hamady came out on top with the takedown, but man, it was just a smooth transition.
Very quick, and he's so persistent when he gets in those positions.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, I'm doing this, and then that, I'm going to score.
Well, and I think, you know, even with a lot of these guys, you know, and I even tell some of these young ones that are wrestling, like, even though you give up the first takedown, that does not mean you're going to lose the match. You got to stay composed and wrestle through it. And I'm sure all these coaches are telling these kids that, but just because you give up that first takedown early in the first period, keep your composure, continue to wrestle back.
And he rides out right now to keep the 4-3 lead, so it did not give up in the stay point.
So here's that takedown by Hamedy there in that first period, man. A lot of transition, slide by, little Merkel side by side. Singleton does a good job squaring out. Hamedy drops back down, gets that double leg, 3-point takedown, and rides out that first period.
So he leads 4-3, starts underneath to start the second, trying to get out of there, but not yet. Singleton a good job so far. Hamedy's a guy who's always been very active underneath, and he's out of there pretty easily. And he leads 5-3. Next takedown is big in this match.
When you talk about Hamedy being active, he's active from every position. Like, look at that, look at that. I mean, he
low ankle shot when Singleton was moving away and wasn't expecting it.
Good job.
Good job by Singleton.
Nice job, Singleton.
Nice job kicking out. I looked like he was going to be in real trouble there for as far as the takedown, but nope. 5-3 Hamedy.
He did a good job of getting that foot back down to the mat. One thing I like about Singleton right now, just kind of watching his body language and his face, like he's still composed, right? He's still composed. It's a 5-3 score, minute 12 left in this second period. He's fended off a couple of shots.
Looking for the next big takedown, whoever gets it. 1 minute left in the second.
You know, their body types are fairly similar. Singleton looks a little long and rangy as well.
Hand fighting here, trying to control the hands.
Pace has kind of slowed a little bit. 40 seconds left.
Can someone score short time here? There's a leg shot by Singleton. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Really, really good one.
Hamedy struggling. Hamedy, though, traps an ankle. Still dancing and dancing. 22 seconds left. Singleton trying to complete the move. Hamedy having nothing of it so far. And Singleton goes to a double, but now Hamedy just shoves his head down with 5 seconds left. The time's going to run out.
Look at that. Look at that.
Great scramble there.
I tell you what, during that whole sequence, Hamedy fixed his headgear 2 to 3 times in that position that Singleton was trying to bring him back to the middle, right? And it wasn't even necessarily a penetration. It was just Singleton was in a good athletic position and was able to snatch single just how he scored earlier in the first period on Hamedy.
And he takes Singleton, chooses neutral to start the third.
Yep.
Hamedy is good on top. He's a good rider. So Singleton says, I've been doing pretty well on my feet. I've got the takedown. I've come close a couple of other times. This is my shot to get in there and pull this upset.
Little hanging, little finger fighting. And let's see if Singleton gets back to that. I mean, like I said, it necessarily wasn't a knee pound or a penetration shot, which is the same thing, but he just kind of, he's staying in a good athletic position to go snatch Hamedy's leg.
And both these men, when they've been in trouble, a time or two, they've been able to get out of it.
Yep.
Other than each having a takedown. Crotch by Hamedy, not there. Keep in mind the difference right now is they each have a takedown, but Hamedy has 2 escapes.
Yep.
And none for Singleton because Hamedy rode out at the end of the first after that takedown, and then Singleton chose neutral to start the third. So that's the difference, the 2 escapes.
You know, 50 seconds left here in this match. Jay, 5-3. Singleton's done a really good job. It's been some good back and forth. And let's see, once again, like I said, let's see if Singleton gets back to that shot. There it is, same exact one. This time Hamedy's in a position that he likes.
He's good with that. He works through the corner and scores.
Yep.
Good job by Hamedy. He loves that position, doesn't he?
Well, the difference there when Singleton got to that one, like it's just a little misdirection and not necessarily hit your knee, just an athletic position that snatched that leg. Hamedy was able to square his hips up on that one, right?
Singleton wasn't able to get to the ankle. Hamady put hips on him, turned corner, peeled hands. The goal scores 3-point takedown.
So 8-3 in a very competitive match. Jumped the whistle call there on Hamady. A little caution. 25 seconds left. Riding time will not be a factor here. Singleton to his feet, trying to clear. Let's see if he goes for a reverse. Nope, not yet, still standing. And Hamady shoves him away to make it 8-4.
Good match,
10
though.
seconds left. And 5 seconds left. Hamady backing away. And there's a stall warning on Hamady, which is understandable, but only 3 seconds left, so he's in good shape. Singleton comes barreling into him. Ooh, getting a little rambunctious at the end there.
You know, how you doing? My name is. Yeah, good healthy competition, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with good healthy competition.
Singleton was frustrated, obviously, and he wanted to do some talking now. He's still coming after Hamady. The official, Singleton's on the, well, he's going to go congratulate the coaches, I guess.
Singleton tried to play that role. I'm going to go shake their hands.
Senior. He is 7-3 from Aurora, Ohio for the Cowboys. All-American Dustin Plott, ranked 3rd nationally. The senior from Tuttle, Oklahoma, 10-1. Plott won the duel in Raleigh last year, 13-8, but was tight till very late in the match.
Yep.
Tied up at one point, right?
Yep, it was. You're exactly right. At that one point in time, it was 8-8. I think Plott escaped, took Fields down again, 12-8, won on 13-8 with riding time. Yep. So, you know, Fields has got another year experience under his belt as a sophomore here, so now he's out in GIA and trying to see what he can do from last year. So, good stuff, good kid. Should be a good match. Like I said, this is number 3 versus number 11, so another, I can basically say, top 10 ranked matchup, right? You know, Fishback could be anywhere from 9, 10, 11, 12, depending on what rankings you're looking at. So,
and one thing that I think the competitive level has been great, even in a couple of matches where it turned out to be fairly one-sided. Everybody fought hard the whole 7 minutes. It lasted 7 minutes, and there was no give up out there.
Well, and that was one thing Coach Papalizio was talking about when we had a chance to talk to him, right? You know, I asked him, what are you looking for out of your group tonight? He's like, just go be competitive, go fight, right? And I think that's key because you can build off of that.
No score here in the opening minute 15. A lot of jab stepping, a little faking, trying to control the head, heavy hands on the head. And head fight, of course. Plott has been really solid all year.
Plott was almost in a position to kind of hit a little go behind and or go get that right leg of Fishback. Fishback's doing a good job of kind of keeping it out of harm's way for now.
Ooh, Plott tries to go around there, not there, but Fishback is giving some ground.
Yeah.
Plott has picked up the pace a little, and there's the stalling one. Thought that might be coming. So let's see how Fishback reacts to that. If he picks up the pace a little, gets some offense going.
Again, Fishback was a NCAA qualifier last year. Like Jay already mentioned, Plott beat him last year 13-8 in that duel back at Raleigh. Plott's been the aggressor with the hand fight so far. Nice little duck there by Fishback. That's what I was talking about earlier in that first period, that sequence right there.
Plott had him scrambling a bit, but not any big danger. Oh, there's a nice leg shot. And, oh, it could not collect the other leg, though. Good job by Fishback kicking out.
Remember, they just hit Fishback for a stall call right before they got back to the center. There's 15 seconds left here in this first period.
Yeah, Fishback needs to get some offense going. He hasn't really made hardly any attempts. He's made very little attempts. So the period runs out, no score, but a stall warning call on Fishback. And it is his choice. They're talking it over.
They taking, okay. Fishback taking his time. Let's do the sock pull.
Might be a little, let me get some more air in my lungs time. I don't know. We'll
listen,
see.
you just never know.
That was
right?
a very active first period.
That was good active.
A lot of
Very
movement by
active, yep.
both guys.
Yeah.
Plot, let's see how serious he is about riding. Gets him back and rolled through by Fishback. Plot follows it through, back on top.
Granby again. Fishback there. Plot was able to follow there. So what he's doing is just blocking that right leg and kind of sitting Fishback back down. You know, commit to this ride once again, trying to take some sting out of him a little bit.
And a spiral ride by Plot at this point. Over on the far edge, almost off. And nope, Plot still got a foot in, now they're off.
Well, that's what the NC State coaches were telling him, like, know where you're at, right? If you're sitting there long enough, that not necessarily bleeding the clock, but Plot's riding time is going up.
Yeah, he has 36 seconds, so Fishback doesn't want to let that get away from him.
Right.
And of course, the longer he's underneath, the more gas you burn.
Well, you know what, Jay? It can actually be used both ways, depending on how you ride on top and what your commitment level is, right? Because if you're not careful, you can wear yourself out on top too. Good follow.
Granby roll by Fishback, then followed by Plot, tracks the right leg. 50 seconds riding time and climbing. 55, 56, so he's almost got the 1 minute, but they're off. 56 seconds riding time. 1:04 left in the second. Still no score.
No score. Still a lot of action, right? Still, like you said, there's no points on the board, but there was some good action on the feet, little misdirections, drags, shot attempts, scramble out, stall call for Fishback, couple of Granby rolls here in the second period for Fishback. Plot's 4 seconds away from having a minute of riding time with 1 minute left in this second period.
So
right
he's
now.
got that. His Fishback didn't really try to move off the whistle. So he knows he's got that going against him. We'll see if Plot releases it. Nope, puts it back down.
Key sequence there, right? I think Fishback was kind of thinking, hey, maybe he may let me go because I've been up for a few seconds, but good mat return by Plot to keep riding on top with 35
on his
seconds
belly
left.
with the weight on him.
Yep. He was able to go get wrist, had Fishback flat on his belly there for a little while.
You know, that's probably 380 pounds there. They're probably up to at least 190 after weight. You're trying to move that if you're on your belly and the man's on top.
They just hit Plot for a stall call there.
Yeah, that was surprising, it seems like, but that's okay. They each have one.
Well, what the official just did was he was like, you're riding parallel, right? You're riding the hips in that sequence.
Right.
Kind of, you know, when you're there in that position, you know, understanding, hey, I need to get off the hips a little bit, act like I'm working on top. Obviously, I know my game plan is to ride this out a little bit. So that's where that stall call came
Put
from.
the pressure on, and he rides off the period, so still no score, but 2 minutes riding time for Plot. And, of course, his choice here. He chooses bottom very quickly. Now, does Fishback release him, thinking, well, I don't believe I can ride him out. I got to let him go and try to go score. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see what he's thinking and what his coach wants him to do. Plot quickly to his feet. And, of course, Fishback has to be careful. He's got the stalling call, and Plot's out of there and takes a 1-minute lead.
Okay, this is
who can get a takedown?
Who can get a takedown, right? It's a 2-0 match. Both guys have a stall call. No takedowns yet. Just a ride time point and an escape.
There's a shot by Fishback, but here comes Plot off to the side, reaching through the crotch. And it looks like we're headed to a stalemate.
This is very similar to last year's match, right? Very similar to last year's match. And I say that as far as 2-0. Fishback seems like he's maybe out of the match, maybe playing possum a little bit, right? But
he made a good move on Plot then, put the pressure on. It's first real action we've seen from him offensively. So he's getting after it a little more. He's frustrated Plot's offense. Plot right off the whistle, nothing there. Might have been a show move there. Remember, both have a stalling warning. Takedown for either man is huge.
Fishback's got something. He's got something he's going to pull out here. It's a minute left. He's right here in this match.
With a little misdirection, that doesn't quite go. 49 seconds left. Still 1-0 plus the riding time, which is now locked, by the way.
Fishback took a quick glance at that clock, man. Everything but the kitchen sink's getting ready to happen here just a little bit.
Gotta fire something big. Headlock by Fishback. Clock counters, tries to go around behind, doesn't get there. 25 seconds left. Does Fishback have there's a double leg by Clock. Fishback fighting it. Clock down to one leg, though, trying to pull him back in with 14 seconds left. No takedown yet, 10 seconds to go. And there's 3 with 7 seconds left.
Workmanlike.
Finally gets the takedown and pulls away to make it 5-0, counting the 1:58 riding time.
Very workmanlike right there, Jay, from the first whistle to the last whistle.
And that's another one. People read the score and say, oh, he won that easily. No, very tight match. Good competition.
Here's that takedown.
Oklahoma State having the duel locked up at 26-3. We'll take a little southern taste to the duel right here, as North Carolina State sends out number 26, Christian Knopp. He's a redshirt senior, 7-4 from Anniston, Alabama. Don't see too many Alabama prospects in Division I wrestling. He goes against number 7, Luke Serber for the Cowboys, the senior who is 13-1. Like Dustin Plott, he's from Tuttle, Oklahoma, just southwest of Oklahoma City. And Serber's had a very strong start to his season.
Yeah, he has. He's been extremely offensive from his feet. Really good in the counters, which we already know. But he's been getting to a lot more attacks this year than the previous years.
Pretty content to counter and scramble in previous years, right? But he's picked up his offense, definitely.
And I think a lot of that.
There's a double. It goes to a single. That crotch. Dive through by Knopp, but Serber scores 3.
And I think a lot of that, Jay, you know, obviously a lot of that has to do with his health too, right? He's been wrestling extremely well, and nice attack there early on to get that first takedown.
Last couple of years, he fought injuries. He had, a torn pec and I believe a knee. I'm not sure what all, but he recovered really well and has looked good.
Like I said, that was a really good attack there. And, you know, this is another position he's gotten a lot better in. Coach Taylor was talking about how they were really focusing on that during that break before they wrestled Air Force, and it definitely showed.
And Serber's only loss, if you go back, was to Andy Smith of Virginia Tech, who ranked 11th at the time. But then Serber avenged that loss by beating Smith in sudden victory in the duel here.
Crazy scramble. Crazy scramble.
Smith was about 90% of the way toward a takedown until Serber scrambled out and got on top. There's the escape. Knopp 3-1.
Cut back by Knopp. Went with that stand and switch a little bit. Minute 30 left here in the first period. 3-1 the score for Serber. 48 seconds ride time.
Crotch attempt by Serber. Oh, headlock by Knopp.
Oh, that's trouble. Oh.
And Serber scrambles out of there, comes around the backside, has 3. Boy, just when you think he's in big trouble.
Man, that's
he is a scrambler elite.
That's some strength right there, because Knopp had a little front headlock on him, or a little neck wrench, should we say. And I think, just real quick, right, just so during this position, so Serber was kind of in a front headlock right here, and oh man, that's strong. And whoa, let me get up out of here. Right, let me get back to home base real quick. You know, tag you it, should we say.
Wow.
But during that, when Serber got up, he looked over at the corner. I kind of had a smile. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, I squirmed up out of that one."
And these guys have never wrestled each other here, so I'm sure Knopp was saying, "Where did he go?" I thought I had him. Where did he go? Because Serber is unconventional at times when you get into the scrambles.
Got the boot in, working that wing on that left side.
That lot of leverage Serber has with the legs and on top. He changed that to a hammerlock. I can't.
No. He's still
chicken wing.
Nope. Still wing.
Chicken wing. Yep.
Still wing in a bar.
A lot of pressure is putting on Knopp. 25 seconds left in the period. 6-1, Serber leads. And riding time's up to 1:45.
Yeah, he's not out there running yet. He could go half or bar, but Knopp was doing a great job of kind of defending that. It wasn't, maybe, obviously we couldn't see because it's on the far side with his left arm, but maybe it wasn't as tight as he wanted to kind of get out there and start running it a little bit more.
Time running out right now, and it is 6-1 going to the second period. Serber has 2:02 riding time, and it is his choice. Chooses bottom.
Scored that takedown early and went to work on top. Jay, has anybody said anything on attendance tonight?
I have not heard anything yet.
Okay.
Quick escape by Serber makes it 7-1. And still with 1:57 riding time, so he's in a commanding position at this point.
See if Knopp tries to fire that double again. So we're kind of controlling that, controlling the center.
Watch out here.
Yeah, let's see. A little over and under.
Serber trying to wedge his left arm and get his own underhook going, and does.
Changes positions there.
Thinking though of looking at that last thing, that last position, Knopp might, looks like he's thinking, I got to come up and throw something.
Serber with the stall call there. Here comes this double. Knopp's going to look for that double, man. A little change level, a little stutter step in there. 40 seconds left, 7-1's the score.
Single by Serber, but good sprawl by Knopp, gets those hips back. 33 seconds left in the second. 7-1 on the board for Serber, plus 1:57 riding time. So Knopp's got a road that's going to be a tough uphill climb, so he's got to get something going.
Knopp's got some good jab steps going, but he just hasn't followed it up with anything just yet. He had that double early in the first period, but
time is about to run out, and does. 7-1 going to the third. Knopp's choice.
Gonna stay on his feet.
He's choosing bottom.
No, he's gonna choose neutral.
Oh, looked like he was going to go down there as he stepped forward. Then he said, nope,
there
neutral.
He goes.
You know Serber's tough on top. Might eat up a lot of the clock with being underneath. Oh, low ankle shot by Serber. Nice one. Knopp still trying to fight it. And does. And gets out of there.
Good job.
Serber's been in there about 3 times. Oh, goodness.
Good cut.
It's a little blood on the left side of Serber, just underneath the left eye.
Again, in that position, right, you know, NC State coaches did a good job of just keeping Knopp on his feet. You got almost 2 minutes of ride time. You're down by 7-1, or you're down by 6 points. You know, hey, you got 3-point takedowns. If you can go get a couple of them things, you put yourself right back in this match.
You don't want to lose a lot of that time underneath.
Yeah, so, you know, get this blood cleaned up from Serber's cheek. See what it's from. He may have a little black eye on that bad boy. It's coming up, elevating up, and wonder where he, couldn't tell where he popped it. I don't know if he hit it on his foot. I really couldn't tell from that replay, but somewhere in there.
Lots of folks showed up tonight. Best attendance of the season so far.
Really?
8,212.
Get out of here. On a rescheduled duel, huh?
Yes, on a weeknight.
Man.
So every one of the home duels here has drawn at least 6,000 people. So they've really got the attendance going, and then tonight, 8,212.
Man, okay. Hobby John Brown, as they would say. My pawpaw would say. That's all right.
Here we go. final minute and a half. Knopp has work to do. He's got to go score. The shot blocked by Serber. Serber in on a high crotch. And there's 3. So Serber knocks a hole in the match with that one.
Yep. Good cutback by Serber there. Kind of re-attack off of Knopp's with a little either a misdirection or outside step from there, but
makes it 10-1, plus now the escape by Knopp, the release, actually. So 10-2. Serber has riding time blocked.
At 197. Less than 1 minute remaining.
Double leg, go to a single by Serber. Knopp in some trouble. Serber might lean back into him here. Knopp's got to be careful here. No takedown yet.
Yeah, nothing yet. Knopp's pretty high up. Serber may be trying to get him in danger, and or there he is. He was able to push off at that knee.
And there's 3. Takedown 13-2 plus the riding time. Final 30 seconds of the match. Serber, that figure 4 thrown in there. Can't see what he's got on the other
He's
side.
got a Turk. He's just got a Turk. He's got a Turk.
Turk going and
get some swipes there.
Points. And that will end the match one way or the other because it's 17-2 after the near fall. 7 seconds, and if he stays like this, he'll add on the riding time, which will make it 18-2. A technical fall by Luke Serber. 31-3 the count, and that is the 8th straight duel when the Cowboys have scored at least 30 points.
Yep, good match by Serber there.
Here's that last little bit right here.
Team sequence for Isaac Trumbull, who's ranked 4th now against number 3, Wyatt Hendrickson. Trumbull was pinned by Hendrickson in 2 minutes 35 seconds in Las Vegas. His only other loss of the year was getting pinned by Colton Schultz of Arizona State when Schultz was ranked number 5. But here recently, Trumbull wrestles Schultz again and major decisioned him. So he's only got 2 losses, and one of those he avenged. So here we go.
Yep.
He's looking for a revenge against Hendrickson, who has 5 pins, 4 tech falls, an injury default, and 1 11-5 regular decision against Colton Schultz.
Well, these guys can move, right? Like, you know, Trumbull's going to make those adjustments. That's one thing we were talking to Coach Pat Papalizio about, right? He's a veteran for sure, right? He's a 2-time NCAA qualifier, 2nd place finish at the U.S. Olympic trials at 97 kilos. And like you talked about, Wyatt got the fall on him in the CKP finals.
Hendrickson, the double. And there's 3. Hendrickson from Newton, Kansas, transferred from the Air Force, of course. Twice has finished 3rd in the Nationals. And Trumbull from Springfield, Nebraska. Granby by Trumbull, not there. He's come up from 197. Weighed in about 237.5 today, and Hendrickson about 255.5, so about 18-pound weight difference.
Okay, so what was going on? North Carolina State threw the brick probably about 20-25 seconds ago on locked hands when Trumbull was down. I couldn't tell. I'll have to review. I think Hendrickson was talking about that. Briscoe kept informing him that he was, but I don't know if he could hear him that brick was out there. I need to tell Pat, you got to throw the brick, man. You just tossed that one. You got to throw it all the way out there. So they're going to take a look at this. If we can get a review of that on the screen.
Got to give the fast ball or the fast brick.
Yeah. So if it's right now it's 3-0. Obviously, if it was a technical violation of locked hands, it'll be 3-1. They'll adjust the riding time and all that good stuff. So that's kind of where we're at right now in this match. They are looking for that review. That was a good attack by Hendrickson to go score that first takedown. Kind of leaning. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Here's this replay. Trumbull's in the quad pod, right? Well, yes. They were clashed, so we'll that should be 1 point for Trumbull in that position, right there. Well, let's see. Once his hands touch right there, right there.
There you go. Well, he went. They were locked, then it looked like he went. I don't know. Then I think he locked again, but here's the deal. The right hand was still down, and he reached up with his left hand. So
we'll see how they decide.
We'll see how they decided, man. And like I said, that's what they're doing right now. Once they'll come down this way and talk to the scoreboard, and we'll kind of let it know and see what happens. Let's see.
They didn't adjust the right.
Yeah, no locked hands. No locked hands. Okay. So he did a really good job explaining it. With his hands was up, and then it kind of went back down, and that's what looked like. I saw Hendrickson kind of undo, like it wasn't a luff, but it's, you know, it's out there. So score is 3-0. No adjustments made at all.
We sort of knew what they had decided because they didn't adjust the riding time.
Well, they didn't adjust the riding time, and
as soon as they didn't do that and they started to go back out there, I said, okay, it's going to be no locked hands.
And then they did give NC State the brick back.
So Hendrickson 3-0 lead, and good spin out by Trumbull to make it 3-1.
Nice cutback. Nice cutback by Trumbull in that position.
48 seconds riding time for Hendrickson. 3-1 score.
You know, and this is my first time to see Trumbull this close wrestling. And, you know, like you mentioned, came up from 197 and I texted Jamil. I'm like, man, this dude is a good sized cat, man. And Jamil's like, yeah, he's starting to fill out a little bit.
Yeah, 237 roughly, and as Coach Papalizio said, trying to make 97 got to be really tough. So he was running 30 miles a week to try to get his weight down. He's still adjusting to what he can do against the various size heavyweights.
Well, and that's another thing that Papalizio was talking about, right? He was trying to wrestle these heavyweights like he's wrestling 97-pounders. And there's obviously a size and strength level difference, should I say, to those guys. But good re-attack by Hendrickson there. Trumbull's doing a really good job. Hendrickson's got to start trying to get his head underneath that elbow.
And there's 3. Wow. That's sheer strength by Hendrickson.
Well, that's what Coach Papalizio was talking about. And it's not that Trumbull did anything bad in that position, but I'm pretty sure when he was down at 97, he could squirm out of that. But you're up here wrestling another guy that's 250-some-odd pounds. You know, it's a little bit different. But that was a good sequence there by both guys.
6-2 after the escape. Good for Trumbull because he didn't have much time left to get that escape. Time runs out, 6-2 on the board. 105 riding time for Hendrickson, Trumbull's choice. Says he's taken bottom.
They just announced the attendance.
8,212, so that's great.
That's really great for a made-up day.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of our alumni had, I think I mentioned this before, had to.
Sure. And a weeknight, you know, too, not a weekend.
Yep.
A weeknight. Speaking of matchups, don't forget this coming Sunday. West Virginia comes to town.
Yep. And another thing, Jay, I forgot to mention about Trumbull. Obviously, we talked about Hendrickson and his U23 worlds and different medals and like that. Trumbull was a U23 97-kilo world champ.
Hendrickson trying to roll and through, but he's got to be careful putting himself on his back.
Let's go a little crotch lift freestyle and get 3 near fall. That's exactly what he just did.
Hendrickson, 3 points on the near fall.
Good job there. So 3 near fall makes it 9-2, and the riding time is climbing.
My man went crotch lift.
Hendrickson still piling up the score in the riding time.
Trumbull's in a really good position right here if he can scoop that bottom leg and isolate that bottom leg. Let's see if he starts looking for a cradle here.
Oh, he gave the reverse. And the near fall.
No swipes. No swipes, just a reversal.
Well, he did swipe, but not 2, apparently. 9-4 on the board. 30 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, there was no swipes, just 2 reversal. It was close to a Turk position.
Hendrickson gets to his base, gets his all fours.
That was a really good job by Trumbull in that position, kind of from where he started to where he ended up.
7 seconds left. Hendrickson trying to get away, not having any luck though.
He was thinking about a Granby Road there.
Didn't quite get away. Good job by Trumbull hanging on.
Hendrickson was thinking about a Granby Road.
So 9-4, riding time still 144 in favor of Hendrickson. He chooses bottom.
Hey, I tell you what, good job by Trumbull, right? We talked about those adjustments that he has to make. I think in that first bout at Las Vegas, he kind of got caught sitting on his butt, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, but he's putting himself right back in this match with that reversal.
So what does he try here? A ride and a turn, or let him go and go after him on his feet?
Well, I think he's going to commit to the ride a little bit, right? Like, Hendrickson is good from bottom position, but, you know, see if I can take some of this ride time down. Look, throwing in boots and see what he can do. You know, Hendrickson obviously has controlled everything from their feet and maybe swipes in this position. So, you know, he's definitely not out of this match. And he's got that boot in. He's going to start looking for a Turk himself if he can get under Hendrickson's neck there. Throat, should I say.
Hendrickson trying to pull the hands back, but Trumbull doing a good job on top.
Yeah.
Hendrickson's not used to being ridden.
Listen, that's why, you know, you always try to tell your guys every match is different. So they're kind of looking here. They want him to cut him.
Yeah, the riding time's under a minute, so he could cut him here.
Yeah, it's 1:09 left in this period. Riding time's down to 45 seconds for Hendrickson. And there's a stall call for Hendrickson there.
And he releases him to make it 10-4.
Makes it 10-4. Circling out of bounds.
Hendrickson.
Another shot by Hendrickson, man.
Trumbull fighting it.
Good match, guys.
44 seconds left. No score here yet.
Okay, this is Trumbull's position. This is where they are at last time. Hendrickson's head has to get under Trumbull's knee. I don't know if it is or isn't.
Can't see it from here, and they're off.
It was, but
30 seconds.
But Trumbull did a good job of getting his hips high.
30 seconds left, 10-4. Riding time has been erased, under a minute. And Hendrickson just kind of hanging on with 20 seconds left. Good effort by Trumbull.
Awesome.
To stay in the match when it looked like he was out of it earlier.
Yep, this was good stuff. Back and forth, he made those adjustments. He you know, closed the gap a little bit. Obviously got pinned early and came back, and now it's 10-4.
And that's the way this one is.
Good job, fellas.
10-4, Hendrickson. Cowboys end up winning the duel 34-3. And that makes, for these 8 matches they've had, 285-42 points advantage in those duels. Pretty amazing. Good effort by Isaac Trumbull to make a good match of it.
Good match by both those guys out there. Two high-level guys, 3 and 4 in the nation, right? So that's what's key about it. You get to see these guys wrestle at this high level. Good competition all around from NC State side, from Oklahoma State side. So until next Sunday, we will be back here with West Virginia in the build.
2 o'clock match on Sunday afternoon, assuming there's no travel problems again. But it's been a pleasure seeing as Oklahoma State loses the first match of the night and then wins 9 straight, and including the big stunning pin. Probably the match of the night to me was Kel Hughes' stunning pin at the end of that match when it was a 0-0 match at the time. We've enjoyed bringing it. Come back, 2 o'clock next Sunday. You've been watching Big 12 Now on ESPN+.